What up? What up? It's your boy Q. Be back with another episode of Locks and Loaded. But today's episode it hits home. It hits home for sure because today I have a real special guest. Um, a bright star in the music coming up in the music industry. With a real special and unique voice. Um, and also my blood cousin. My favorite cousin. Yas Mayou.
Hello,
What's up, Yas?
hello. Not
How
just
you
saying
doing?
favorite cousin on air. Like I hope the other cousins heard it.
I don't care. I don't care if they heard it. I don't care if they heard it. How you doing though, Jasmine?
I'm good. I'm on like an adrenaline high from the release. It still
Yeah, I
feels
know
unreal to be honest.
you did an amazing job with it. I ain't gonna lie. I probably rewatched when I first saw it. I probably rewatched it about 20 times. Like I ain't gonna lie. I had it on repeat, and I just kept watching over and over. It was really beautiful to watch.
I
But,
appreciate it, Q.
yeah, no problem. So, what was your inspiration into? Oh yeah, so everybody, if you don't know, Yasmin dropped she dropped a new single, um LWYDTM. So what does that stand for?
Loving what you do to me.
Loving what you do to me. Yeah, she just dropped a new single, Loving What You Do to Me, out on YouTube, Spotify, yeah,
Apple Music.
Apple Music.
Yeah.
Yeah, go tune in, go check it out. We bought a stream, I'm about to rewatch it again probably for like 30th time for myself. We about to go. But yeah, make sure y'all go check it out. Great listen, great bumps. So yeah, what was the inspiration into creating that song? And yeah,
I'm gonna be real with you. My first love. And I came to realize at this age that my first true love wasn't a man or woman. It was Mary Jane Weed. I don't know. I felt the need to show my appreciation for it. I think for a lot of stoners they could admit like like a relationship with Mary Jane is a relationship. Might be
mm-hmm.
a bit toxic at times. You might not always want her around, but you always feel like you need her and you always want her, and you just then you have her again and you just love what she does to you.
Right.
So yeah, it was definitely an ode to Mary Jane, as it's also part of the title. So it's loving what you do to me, an ode to Mary Jane. Because for me, it's really an ode to Mary Jane. So that's where the inspiration came from.
Okay, I love that. I love that. And I ain't gonna like. I wanna let's just jump right into it and react to it. Let's see. Let me pull it up right here.
It still feels weird like seeing myself there, like, oh, that's me.
I I ain't gonna lie. Once I saw it on Instagram too, all I'm doing is walking around the house saying, "Love what you do to me."
That's the best compliment you can get. Like that is catchy for sure.
All right, let's get right to it.
Pressure, what I feel with you. Mm, Came so unexpected. This ain't what I usually do.
Yeah.
Got me moving reckless. You're so irresistible. Use me for your pleasure.
Got
Pleasure,
Giant in the chat. Giant in the chat.
pleasure. You can tell I'm in the mood. Love it, what you do to me.
Thank you.
Feel it in my whole body.
When you take control of me, I'm listening.
What you do to me. Love it, what you do to me. Feel it in my whole body. When you take control of me. Must be nice to feel your body press between my lips. Do me right and take me in your blissful wilderness for the night. Can't hold it back, I'm so undisciplined. Paradise. Take a dive, I hope that you can swim. Baby, when I take it, you can make me like a hypnotist. It should be prohibited, but I'm doing you deliberate. Baby, when I take it, you can make me like a hypnotist. They should be prohibited, but I'm doing you deliberate. I'm loving what you do to me. Loving what you do to me. Feel it in my whole body. When you take control of me. I'm loving what you do to me. Loving what you do to me. Feel it in my whole body.
When you say, oh, me. Okay, so Jasmine, so we was I ain't gonna lie, that song, like that's a beautiful song. I ain't gonna lie, perfect
Thank
song to
you.
flame up to. Perfect, it's a beautiful song. I love that song.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So when creating that song, was that like did you write anything down? Was that freestyle off the top or just?
No, I actually don't freestyle much.
Mhm,
I think like naturally I've always like to put a lot of like thought into things, when I'm like writing poetry or stuff like that. So unfortunately, freestyling is a trick that I've yet to master. So hopefully one day I'll be able to really like freestyle like that. Melodies, yeah, I freestyle all the time, but words, I like to put a lot of thought into it. But so no, I wrote this. I wasn't high when I wrote it though, because yeah, funny enough, I really don't come to the studio and smoke because it actually hampers my productivity. But I always like have a joint afterwards as like a reward. So no,
mhm.
I was sober and yeah, I just wrote it in the studio though.
That's nice. That's nice. Before we I definitely want to give a shout out to everyone in the chat. John in the chat, Yuri in the chat, Uma Ivy in the chat.
What?
I don't know if you can see it, but they typed it on the
Oh, now
YouTube.
I can see it. Jai
Yeah.
says I have a song too. What's your song, bro? Whole fam in the chat. Wagwan.
Yeah, go
Nice.
Okay, and speaking of family, we grew up with a lot of real culture and a lot of flavor in our household, and family is a big part of our everyday life. So how would you say family has influenced your music or influenced your music and your art?
Yeah, I think like definitely what you said, like our family, I'm really grateful to begin with for our family because we have a very loving and close and communicative family that has always supported our dreams. And I think if anything, doing music used to be a childhood dream of mine. And I killed that own dream when I became like a teenager, young adult, and I told myself like, this is too risky of an industry. You need to follow like an academic path and just kind of be safe with it.
Mhm.
But those were my own words, never the words from my family. So I think me being able to make that step now also is due to always having a support from my family in no matter what I want to do. I think if I would tell the family, hey y'all, I want to become an astronaut, they would be like, hell yeah, let's go to NASA. Let Jessica's gonna become an astronaut.
Right, yeah, yeah,
You know what I
definitely.
mean? So I think in that sense, yeah, just always having the openness to be yourself, to create and have love and support. I think subconsciously that also creates like an openness within, to create and to share. So to that extent, yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, with this song though, I was a little worried at the beginning. I mean, luckily, shout out to Oma, my grandmother has over the years come to learn that her grandchildren, we are very good friends with Mary Jane. So it was still a little like, okay, like all my grandparents are gonna see this, but also really helps knowing that my grandmother loves and accepts me, and there's no fear anymore of like, okay, weed, lingerie, it's a little risque, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? But just knowing that I have the entire support of my family and the people whose opinions I actually care the most about in my life,
Right.
that, yeah.
No, facts. Definitely. Shout out to Oma, man. Shout out to Oma, man. Oma, I know y'all in the chat watching. I didn't want to give
Shout out
you
to our queen.
a. I've been cooking. I've been cooking, and it been my chicken and rice is tasting just like your chicken and rice.
You stop lying. Stop, because I've been trying to. It might be close, but it's not tasting just like Oma's chicken and rice. Stop
Nah,
lying.
nothing can come close. Nothing can come close.
No.
Um. Oh yeah. So since again on family, so we gotta. So with our family, if you had to create like a four band musical group from our family, like who would you pick and what would you have like who would you not have on a band to sing, and who do you think has to
Why you doing this,
sing?
Quincy? Why you doing this to me? um, who would I not have to sing? Unfortunately, I
Like
love
do you,
this so much. I'd have to put my father on that list. Papa, I love you, but it's not it. But I think my dad has like he's naturally good rhythm, so I put him on the drums. Yeah, I
the
put my
drum,
dad on
yeah.
the drums because I feel like he has good rhythms. See, he puts his lead singer. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think I would put Zia and Tatum as my backup vocals slash
Mhm.
dancers slash like hype crowd. Um, Oma, she's the queen. We're gonna have a throne on the stage, and then Oma's just gonna sit there with a spotlight on her for every performance. That's her role, just blessing the stage with her presence. So that's the and now you, Jai, and
I'll just be the security, make sure no one run on the stage and y'all be good. That's my
yeah, but
job.
then Jai, maybe I need two security.
Yeah, yeah. Me and job be security.
And I feel like Thaddeus can learn anything, can do anything. So Thaddeus, if he just spends like the next year or so like learning an instrument, he'll have it. And then Thaddeus can just do all the other instruments that need to be done. And then together with Nen and Ness. So Nen and Ness, one does bass, one does guitar, and then what am I talking about? Thaddeus. Thaddeus is gonna be the financial tour manager. So
Yeah, yeah,
Thaddeus and
yeah.
financial tour manager, Jennifer and Vanessa are on the bass and the guitar. Am I forgetting anyone? No, right?
Mm-mm.
No,
Oh,
that's it.
no.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so and can we expect what can we expect to see in the upcoming future, like with new releases, possibly a new album, uh, any new singles dropping soon? What can we expect to see? Because I ain't gonna, I need to hear some more.
But definitely, you guys can expect more music. I've actually been wanting to release for a while. You know, like when you're making music and you make some Joey. I'm so
Joey,
sorry. Not to
Joey.
forget Joey. Honestly,
Joey
I
can
feel
have
like
Joey
Joey's
can
gonna
be a
be the
singer. I
professional
think Joey could be a
dancer,
singer.
dancer, and then he'll be the rapper. Because I feel like Joey can come in with some dope like swag and rhymes. So Joey's gonna be like the rapper that's also on stage dancing, and then he'll do like the feature rapping. That's Joey right there.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you, Oma, for
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What was your question, Q?
Like what can we expect to see any
Yeah.
new music?
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be releasing music. I've been actually very eager to release this, but of course, you know, you can't rush things either. So I've been ready to release since last year. I was telling my manager, like, can you release? Can you please release? And he was like,
And
no.
it was a perfect date for 420. I love how you matched that
Thank
up
you.
perfectly.
That
Yeah.
was definitely strategic, a strategic decision. But yeah, from now on, now that we've done the first release, it's definitely the plan to keep it going. So I think within the next couple months or maybe even weeks, I'm not gonna give away too much, but soon you'll definitely be getting another single. And this year we're definitely also gonna be releasing an EP. So I don't have much details yet for you on like exact timeline, but hopefully sooner than you expect, you'll be getting a second single.
Would you say that there's more there's has been pressure taken off your chest with this first drop?
Definitely. I think like maybe not pressure but anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Um I don't know why. I used to have anxiety like years ago. I used to really struggle with that, but over the past couple of years I felt like I mastered it. But all of a sudden with this release the anxiety came back. In a good way though. But I think it was just so much like excitement and this new feeling that I wasn't used to. So in the beginning, leading up to the release, actually like leading up to like posting the first teaser was really like, whew, my God, I feel it in my chest. Like, oh, this is exciting. But ever since the first teaser was already a huge, yeah, like release, and even now with it being released, I'd say I don't have any type of like anxiousness in me, or like it's all like a positive excitement and an energy
Mm-hmm.
and an adrenaline, but there's definitely like a little bit of anxiety that's it's gone now just because it's been there, and I think it won't necessarily, at least I hope so, come back as heavy for like the second release.
Mm-hmm.
Because
No, I
now
think
it's like I'm
it
out,
should be
you know.
smoother. It should be smoother. You got
Yeah,
that out. You got it out the way. It's only bigger and better to come. Like
thank
the
you.
first job. The first job is amazing. So all you gotta do is just keep stacking the wins, keep getting better, and you don't have to worry about anything.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And Thad already plays the piano. I'm seeing in the chat. My bad.
Yeah, we missed a couple things. Okay. So we are. This is so Locks and Loaded. We are a sports and hip hop podcast. So we could slide over to sports side.
Yeah. Whoa, go sports.
So I just want to ask you, like, if you have any favorite teams, you have any team that you root for, um, any favorite sports or any favorite players, anything like that.
I think the sport I would be most like invested in. I'm not that invested in sports, to be honest. But football is something I grew up with. Not American football,
Yeah, I know.
soccer,
Yeah.
as you American people like to call it. Soccer is a sport that I grew up with my brother and my dad being like heavily involved, and Opa too, of course, you know. So I think without it even a choice, like just through family indoctrination, I'm an Ajax fan. So Ajax, the sports team from Amsterdam. So definitely, woo, woo, go Ajax. I also
Yeah.
now live like right around the corner from their stadium.
Um,
So definitely that. Comes to football players, Messi versus Ronaldo. I've always liked Messi. I don't really know why.
No, that's me too. I'm
Football,
Messi
LeBron
my
James.
go-to. I said Messi my go-to. He my
Yeah,
go.
right. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I've always liked his like humbleness or something. And then LeBron James.
Can't go wrong with LeBron James, man.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong.
I mean, it's also I think a little indoctrination from my brother. But ever since he was on the Miami Heat and me and Jai went to Miami and Jai went to a game, I was like, yep, I'm a brownie now. I don't necessarily watch basketball, but go LeBron James.
Yeah.
So yes, those are my favorites.
And you used to play. Used to play. Used to be really good at tennis.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to play tennis. Remember I actually got I got scouted. I was in Maplewood one
Yes,
summer
I remember that.
and I did a tennis camp in New Jersey and I was pretty good and I got scouted by some American tennis scout that was there and he wanted to give me a scholarship for all girls tennis academy. But then I didn't want to do it because I was so excited that I would be going to high school in St. Martin that I was going to MPC. So I was like, I can't go. I need to go to MPC. Like, oh my God, I'm going to MPC, which is now like, okay. But who knows? I could have been the next Serena Williams or something.
Yeah. No, you the next Yas Mayou. That's
That's
it.
why, it wasn't on my path. Tennis wasn't it. But I still enjoy it. Yeah.
So who has been an inspiration for you to make music, like or any artist that you take bits and pieces from to create your own?
Definitely, I think Erica Badu is someone that I've always really admired. And of course, you don't try to like copy style or anything like that. But I think what I take from her is like, for instance, just her originality. Like when you listen to her songs, you can tell like she's not afraid to just be herself and say what she feels like saying and make whatever noises she feels like making. And that's what to me is part of like her authenticity and just yeah. So she's always been an inspiration. Amy Winehouse too. I think now Doechii too. I really like Doechii. Also, I mean, her music is hard. Like I just really I fuck with her music, but also just how she presents herself. She's like, I'm batshit crazy, and I'm gonna just be who I am. I have a big ass pimple here on my cheek, and I'm making an Instagram video for my millions of people who are going to see it. It's so inspiring. So I definitely take like bits of pieces like that when it's like, okay, who's Yas Mayou, like who am I
Mhm.
inspired by as an artist, things like that. Yeah.
That's nice. I ain't gonna, I like that. I like that.
Thanks. Do you fucks with Doechii?
I know I know she got that popular song, right? Yeah, I like her. I like her. I like that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
like her.
she's cool.
Are you interested in collaborating with any other artists?
For sure. I mean, that would be beautiful. Right now, I don't have that many collaborations. I have a couple, nothing released, of course, because I just did my first release. But I think collaborating is always beautiful, right? I mean, you can make something nice yourself, but when you're with other people, it's like two different sounds, two different styles, and I would love to experience that as well.
How about you and Jonah? You and Jody Joe make a song. You can make a song.
Tatum on the same page. Hell yeah!
Shout out Jody, man.
Shout
That
out
that would be
Johnny
that'd be a great
Joe. Can you
collab.
imagine? Like that's like art. If our genres are so different, right? Like I'm like neo soul. Jody has like this dope rap style that I'm like. Imagine like if you can make a beautiful fusion of the two. So me and Jody Joe definitely need to link up.
For sure. For sure. I see that in the future. I can see that in the
Mhm.
future. For sure.
For sure. Shout out Jonah.
Shout out. What would you say to any young artists right now who's trying to figure out where they are, how to figure out their sound in this world? What would you say? Any advice to them?
um, I think Yeah, it's still a little bit early for me to be like, to feel like I'm in a place where I can really give advice on it. But like, if there's one thing that I could have, for instance, said to myself before, is to just believe in yourself and just do it. Like, it was something, making music was something that I think for years I've neglected because I allowed like imposter syndrome to rule, and that little voice in my head to be like, okay, yeah, your family says you sound good, but you're actually no good. Like, you're not good enough. Like, don't even try to take this serious because you're not good enough, And I think had had that little voice not been something that I would have listened to, I would have been able to make way more than I have right now, and maybe started way earlier. And I do believe that everything happens for a reason. So for my path, this is the timing that it needed to happen. But if I could give anything to people now who are like kind of contemplating whether or not they should take this passion of theirs seriously, do it. Just believe in yourself, work on it at home, watch YouTube videos, go out and network. But just, it starts with you believing in yourself, right? So yeah, if there's any advice I could give, is like, don't listen to the little voice. It's not really there. It's not a real voice. And you are good. You are great. You are capable, and you need to go and use this God-given talent, whether it's for a small stage, a big stage, your YouTube page, just your friends. Like, yeah.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. Um. So every artist who I had come on here, I had Jody on here, I had my boy Guamani on here, and I always asked them like, what's their creative process like?
Hmm.
So I don't know if you answered it when I asked you if you write or you freestyle. But what what's the like? You get in a certain mode or it's like a certain time of the day where you are at your best when you want to create music? Like, is it in the morning? Is it at night time, middle of the night? Like, how does creating a song go for you?
I think for me, it's like, instead of there being like a perfect time, like in the day, like in the morning, it always hits me in like actually the most unexpected like moments. Of course, you plan also your studio sessions and you go and you get in that zone. But most of the things that I've like written, and the things I like the most, that I'm actually like, also most proud of, are like, I can be watching TV, I could be like just literally watching Netflix or something, and then boom, like a melody like plops into my head, and it's stuck there for a couple seconds, and then I'm like, okay, wait, no, I need to like record this because I don't want to forget it. And then I record it, and it's sometimes it stops there, and I put my phone down and I continue watching the Netflix show I was watching. Sometimes I record it and then immediately boom, lyrics come, and I'm like, okay, wait, nope, I can't continue TV yet. Like, I need to document this. So it's sometimes, it almost feels like it's not even coming from me in a way, if that makes any sense. Like, if, as if God is like bloop, planting like a seed in my head that I just have to like bring out to the world. But it's to where the seed is coming from. Yeah, and when it feels like it's kind of like out of my control,
Okay.
most of the time. So that's how it usually starts. When I come to a studio session, though, um, we oftentimes have like blank canvas studio sessions, and I think those are my favorite ones as well. When you actually don't have anything planned, so you don't have a beat planned, you don't have necessarily a theme yet planned for the song, you don't have lyrics yet. And what we do then is, I always start my sessions off talking. So oftentimes, like, me and the producer will talk for half an hour, for an hour, about life, about, anything that's been on your mind lately. Like, if you have a message that you like, what would you want to share?
Mm-hmm.
So, and usually from that, like, organically, or like the producer will put on some beats or start creating a beat. So it starts with maybe like a drum line, and then we bounce off of each other, like, oh yeah, oh, I like that. So then it's just the drums, and maybe he'll add like another instrument, so it's still a very minimal beat, and I'm like, oh, and then I start hearing a melody in my head, and then I start humming that melody, and then me and the producer be, okay, that works. Okay, what am I feeling from the
Mm-hmm.
track? Right? What emotion is this song giving? Oh, this is a happy vibe, dance vibe. Is this song giving, oh, this is like sad, oh, this is like love song, like
Yeah.
feel the vibe of like what the music itself, what the beat is telling us. And then from there we just bounce, 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 bounce. So the beats gets built like that, and at the same time, like simultaneously, the lyrics and the melody, I build it, and that's also why it works together. Because sometimes if you write a song a cappella, so just melody, which is how I usually write my songs, to go and afterwards build a beat around it can be a bit difficult, and you actually have to like then change some of your own melodies because it just doesn't work with how beats are structured in a sense. So yeah, it's very actually ad hoc, I would say. Like my style is very like, okay, in the moment you bounce off of it and then you get a concept and it just happens there. Yeah.
And do you have a studio at your crib, or you always go to the studio?
No, so it's definitely something that I want to invest in this year, so also get some equipment for at home. But I've been blessed to have access to one of the best studios in Amsterdam, Cruise Control Studios. It's in Amsterdam, and my manager, he actually works here. He's an A&R here and also manages the studios. So I was able to get studio time here. So whenever I want, I can come to the studio, which is like 20 minutes by metro from my house. So it's not too far either. So I've been really, really blessed, and I'm really grateful that I have that opportunity because of that, I have not only the equipment, but producers and engineers and other musicians available to me. But I think having a studio at home would definitely lock in some even more productivity, because sometimes you're home and then you get an idea, but yeah,
Yeah,
all I have at that moment is voice memo on my phone.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. If you could open up for any artist, who would you open up for?
I think I have to
Eric?
say Arka Badu. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think to me she's like the musical mother, my mother, and I'm like, if I could perform for anyone, I think right now it would be her. Yeah, still.
Let's transfer this.
Oh, sorry.
Um, and did you play any instruments growing up? And would you learn? Are you open to learning any more instruments, or even creating your own beats that you sing over?
Hmm. I don't play any instruments. I used to play piano as a kid, but I eventually stopped because I didn't like. You still there, Q?
Yeah, I'm saying.
All right, just checking. I eventually stopped because I didn't like that I had to practice and that the classes were like Saturday morning. So I begged my mom to stop, which is too bad because I lost everything, and I used to do piano recitals and everything, but I lost all of that. So I don't currently play an instrument, but I would love to learn, even if it's just like basic production skills, because sometimes I hear like a melody, I have lyrics, but sometimes I also hear instruments that I want in the song. um, but it's not always easy to communicate something that you hear in your head to someone else, right? Because you could hear something like, yeah, and I'm hearing like strings and it's going like da 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 da, and then the producer does it and he's like this, and I'm like, no, like, and then you try to explain him what you're hearing, but you can't like put like an aux in your head, you can't explain him. So if I have the ability to just do basic things on like Fruity Loops or something, or Logic, then that would really, really help. So I think there's also a goal to learn at least the basics when it comes to production. You muted.
It's definitely key to like um master a bunch of different crafts. Omar Ike in the chat said your guitar is still here.
Yeah, I bought a guitar for like $300. I'm a little like all over the place sometimes, right? So I was like, I'm gonna learn guitar. I'm gonna buy a guitar. So I bought a guitar. It was like $300. And then like the first day I was like, oh, fun guitar, da, 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 playing around on it, tapping it, because obviously I can't play guitar. And the guitar is still there at Oma's house in the cover. So that didn't really it didn't stick. So guitar for sale if anyone wants to buy a guitar.
Hey, hey, and you gotta sell it for more because that's yours. That's a special guitar. You know, if you're gonna sell that, gotta be you can't sell it for none less than $300.
Just sign it first, right?
You gotta sign it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. Okay, the guitar not for sale. I take it back. You never like tried making music before, nothing like that, or have you? Like as a kid?
Honestly, when I was a kid, it's funny how you said guitar because I used to go to guitar lesson classes. But I was terrible at guitar. I was terrible. Like I remember my mom got me this. She had got me like this the brown acoustic guitar, and I was playing with it, and then I don't know, the strings had messed up. They got messed up with it. Then she had got me for Christmas on my birthday like this red electric guitar. I still got it in Maplewood. She gave me this red electric guitar, and then we had this big party in our backyard where a whole bunch of all of our friends came. I think it was like 30th graduation party or something. And they came. It was in the house, and they ended up breaking my guitar. Like the aux cord ended up getting stuck in the
electric one.
Yeah,
I'm saying because I'm like I've never seen a red electric guitar in none of your houses there.
Because I never played it. I never played it. It collect dust in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Thaddeus and Tatum.
Thaddeus could play the guitar. Thaddeus could play the piano.
I didn't even know that. How did I not know that?
Thaddeus could play the piano good. Like sometimes I'll be sleeping on the couch, and I just hear him playing. I'll be like, who the hell is playing music? But he played good. He played real good.
But rapping, you never.
Nah, I never tried to rap. Like I made a song. I won't lie. I made a few songs. Like
Backdoor Donuts, Quincy.
Just chill.
Nah, how can I forget? No, he did used to try and rap because my turn for a story, and the family can attest. We went to Martha's Vineyard once on a summer vacation. We went to Martha's Vineyard, and there was a place called Backdoor Donuts, and Backdoor Donuts.
Great donut.
I remember that. And me and Quincy, we made a rap called Backdoor Donuts. It's kind of like we backdoor donuts and we here to stay. We jelly and delicious and we don't delay because we got apple fritter, cinnamon, and glazed ones too. And guess what? They are all for me and none for you. It was something like that, right?
How do you still remember that?
I don't know why.
Nah, but once you started singing it, all the lyrics started coming back to my head.
Right? I think that was it. I don't think it was much longer. So
now we had some bars.
Yeah, that was it. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I don't rap. You know, I just let the rappers do the rapping thing. Like that's not my field. So I stay out. You know, I don't want to embarrass myself and drop a song. When Quincy started making,
yeah, kind of like why my dad shouldn't sing.
Yeah.
Can you see like who's in the?
I can't see who's in here. I know. Johnny Joe on Instagram. I ain't been on the Instagram chat. I ain't been reading Instagram log. But yeah, we got some viewers in here. I know we got like 6. We got like 5 on YouTube. We got a couple on Twitch. We got a bunch on Instagram. Yeah, people tuning in. I shout out to all y'all. That's much love, much respect, you know. Feel me? Shout out to all y'all.
It's like I can't do them and then like the Gen Z one. I'm really bad at it, so I just do this. But I know it's supposed to be like this. I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it either.
No. But thanks so much for having me on this, Quincy. I'm also super proud of you and your partner. I don't know his name, but I
I
see
will.
what you guys are doing, and I'm so proud of you. Truly,
Thank,
truly, truly.
thank
Keep
you.
it up.
Okay, so we could close it up. We had a this is a great talk. This is a great talk. Um, before you get off, tell people where they can find your music, your socials, what's coming up next, and then before I let you slide, before you leave them, we can play the video game one more time.
Appreciate it. So thank you so much, Quincy and Locks and Loaded, for having me. This is your girl Yas Mayou. You can find me on Instagram at Yas Mayou. I'm saying Yas Mayou, but it's written with a Y. That's important to know. So it's
I know.
YasMayou. So Yas Mayou, Jazz with a Y. And that's the same handle for TikTok. You can find me on Spotify as well, Jazz Mayou, YouTube, Jazz Mayou. So please go and stream Loving What You Do to Me. You can expect more music very, very soon. Oh, without the point, Q.
Oh,
Oh,
without
wait,
the
no,
point.
no, you're right. You're right. Instagram has the point. TikTok, I believe, doesn't have the point.
Okay,
So, but
I think
you'll
they do.
find it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it right there. And yeah, more music coming really soon. So yes, please stay tuned, and thank you to everyone who has listened so far, who has shared it, who has commented, who has sent me a message, who liked it, and who's just enjoying the song. I can't express how much I appreciate and love what you're doing to me.
Okay, let's watch this one more time. I'm gonna watch
Ooh.
it. Yeah, let's do it.
Pressure, pressure, what I feel with you. Mm, Came so unexpected. This ain't what I usually do. Got me moving reckless. You're so irresistible. Use me for your pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. You can tell I'm in the mood. I'm loving what you do to me. Loving what you do to me. Feel it in my whole body when you take control of me. I'm loving what you do to me. Loving what you do to me. Feel it in my whole body when you take control of me. Must be nice to feel your body press between my lips. Do me right and take me in your blissful wilderness for the night. Can't hold it back, I'm so undisciplined. Paradise. Take a dive, I hope that you can swim. Baby, when I take it, you can make me like a hypnotist. They should be prohibited, but I'm doing you deliberate. Baby, when I take it, you can make me like a hypnotist. They should be prohibited, but I'm doing you deliberate. I'm loving what you do to me. Loving what you do to me. Feel it in my whole body when you take control of me. I'm loving what you do to me. Loving what you do to me. Feel it in my whole body. Loving
That's fine. That's fine.
Thank you so much, Quincy.
That's fine. Thank you so much for joining me today, Jasmine. I appreciate you for taking the time out your day to do this interview. You know,
Love and appreciate you so much. My favorite cousin, Quincy. Mwah, thank you.
uh, hopefully we can have you on soon, again soon for part two. Next
Anytime.
drop, you know, you let me know. I'll let you know.
You know I love talking shit, so anytime. Love you.
Love you, Jazz.
Bye.
All right, y'all. That's gonna wrap it up for today. You know what I mean? Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate all everybody who came out to, you know, show love. We had my cousin Yas Mayou. She just dropped. Make sure y'all go tune in, check it out. It's your boy Q. We locked and loaded. We out of here.